The D, man.
Yeah, shout out my nigga from D's Media, you feel me?
Your boy D's Media back again with another video. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel on the road to 100K. Today we're going to talk about BBC Sound Man just dissed Zoo. Let's jump straight into it.
Better keep your head up and keep your pocket hectic. I see that vid of Zoo, put a smile on my face. Somebody stretch them goofy lame nigga. You so at Tuck OT, I ain't even gonna address him. Blue school grade digger. You know I stop be out here stepping. I be trapping, rapping, shooting. My brother say I'm the.
You already know how I'm coming though, man. Niggas say I'm out here in the trenches, tank top on. You don't have to put the tank on, you know. Guess that tank top wearing on ain't popping like this. I ain't popping enough, you hear me? I ain't ducking but the feds and death, you hear me? You know what's going on, man.
Hit that again, Wow. Let them hit that bitch. Let them hit that. Hold on. Let them hit that bitch. That shit hot, yeah. That shit hot, yeah. Yeah, hot, that boy, hey, yeah. Everybody stop playing. He rigged down to the floor, man. Forever,
From the
man.
head to the toe.
Troublemaker.
Advance, but these sit and watch how lose their life. It ain't nothing to be bragging on, but these flunkies to me, gang, like they ain't cut, they ain't built like I don't get caught like it, man. It happen to anybody. Think about how you turn your head 1 second, man, the wrong move. You don't see them, it can happen. Gang. Don't surround yourself in certain environments you ain't got to worry about. I'm too much worried about one of my own snaking me out before I let a goofy get up on me, gang. That's just how I look at life. You feel me? Like I ain't no thing. I'm too advanced for these.
My condolences go out to Zoo, his friends, his family, his loved ones, his block, anybody that's suffering from his loss. You know, prayers go out to them. The one thing I'm going to say about BBC Sam, and I noticed this, if dude was a YN and dude didn't have certain resources and he didn't know how to maneuver and move around, I feel like certain rumors that surround his name, I don't feel like dude would have been able to make it. And that's why I tell the shorties out there that's running wild and running crazy and want to pick up a switch in the Drake and all of that. If you don't have the resources to be able to maneuver around, if you don't got a car, if you don't got no money, if you don't got a house to get put up after you go do something crazy, a lot of y'all really don't need to be in these streets, because I see a lot of y'all dudes get doing the hottest junk and running back to your mama house, running back to granny house, running back to auntie house. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like Sam got a plus in his book because he able to maneuver around. He able to be in Cali one day. He able to be in Florida. He able to be over here. He able to do all of that. That's a blessing. Because if he was stuck in Chicago with all the rumors and speculations around his head, I don't think it'd be too good for dude, man. I'm going to say this, man, and this is all respect to Zoo. I feel like losing Zoo was one of the biggest losses we felt in drill culture since King Von or Melly. That's how much Zoo meant. And I feel like the way that Zoo went out, it shocked the whole world because we always looked at Zoo and held him to high regards. But that's why I try to tell y'all that nobody is untouchable in them streets. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could just be going to go do one small thing and you could lose your life. You know what I'm saying? You could just be at the wrong place, wrong time. Somebody see you and drop your load. That's the era that we live in. I personally feel like this, and this is just my opinion. I feel like how Zoo was living when he was a shorty, certain life decisions that he made and how to survive and how to do certain things because of economic resources and, you know, financial situations. I felt like when he was younger, he had to do certain things that as he got older, he started to regret. Because as he got older and he wanted to kick back and, you know, be with his kids and focus on the music and just get some money, He couldn't because he already laid the foundation for certain things. And that's why I try to tell y'all youngest, how you thinking right now at 15 years old with a switch in your hand is not going to be how you going to think at 29 with 2, 3 kids. That's just real. You know, at some point in your life, you're going to realize like, man, the goal is to really get some money. Because half of these dudes that'll do some dirt with you, they'll turn around and tell on you. So a lot of dudes gonna figure that out the hard way too. So I just personally feel like Zoo laid the foundation so raw and so uncut that he had to stand on certain things. And by the time he moved back to Chicago, it was no pushing peace. It was no slowing down. You know what you done got yourself into. The same thing with Wu. It didn't matter how many 12-hour shifts he worked. It didn't matter how many times, you know, he went to electric school, plumbing school, none of that. You know what you affiliated with. A lot of y'all dudes, y'all want to push positive. Y'all want to disassociate yourself, but it's bigger than just saying it. Sometimes it requires you to cut off your friends, leave your state, leave your city. You know what I'm saying? Not just, oh man, I ain't gonna be in this video, or you know what, I ain't dissing the trolling no more. You know what, I'm just on some getting money stuff. You can't do that in no gangster city like Chicago. Because one thing about pain, and one thing about trauma, and one thing about losing the loved ones, that pain don't never go away. It could be 5 years, 10 years from now, and you say, hey man, that's the dude that did that to my brother. You know what I'm saying? So I just felt like, man, with Zoo, we just was shocked that it happened to him. But I'm here to tell y'all that can happen to anybody. You know what I'm saying? So when God called you or whoever you believe in, ring that iPhone 18, there's nothing you could do, man. When it's your time, it's your time. You know, a lot of people like to say, man, you know, what would have Zoo would have had whoop, 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 whoop out there would have been different. It was that man time, man, point blank, period. The same way with like Wu, the same thing with like a lot of young street dudes, man. When it's your time, it's your time. One thing you can't judge, one thing you can't question, man, is when it's your time. One thing that's guaranteed is we all came here with a birthday, and we all gonna leave up out of here with a date. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how life goes. But like I say, man, you know, BBC Sam, man, just be careful, man. You know, you in Cali with a lot of THF dudes. You know, you got Zay out there. You know, then you be moving around in Chicago. I pray, I wish you the best, but this lifestyle ain't really for the weak, because the dude didn't have money and resources to be able to maneuver and move around, and he was just stuck in his hood in Chicago. I don't really think it would have went well for dude, but at the end of the day, y'all young dudes, man, better really start thinking about the choices and the life decisions that you make today, because I'm telling you, how you thinking with 15 years old with that switch in your hand is not going to be how you think at 29, 28 with 2, 3 kids. I'm just being honest with you. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all so much, man. Peace, positivity, network growth. Let's save these kids. It ain't never too late. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah, shout out my nigga from D's Media, you feel me?